Alright, so we are back here at Everest Harbor, and we are going to take not one, but two cargo hauling missions. And these are two missions that are going to take me straight down to the planet. Yes, I'm going to Lorville. I'm trying to bring in here the content of this mission here. Actually, oh my goodness, 3 missions. So there's the first one right there. These are just, you know, not a lot, right? Just a few cargo containers, as you can see. And everything seems to be...
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved.
I like that little message here. Everything seems to be on the pad now, and now it's going to the hangar. Hear the audio cue. Look at all of those containers. That's the drawback here, is that I'm going to have to load everything, and it's a little bit of a hassle here, unfortunately, but that's okay. We are going to speed up the process as always.
A placeholder that's far from the final vision. Thou shalt not take what thou hast for granted. It's all subject to change, it's what they wanted, and it will stay so till release day. Pay attention, that's what they always say. But we still have a lot of time to prepare. We need to get ready for when it'll be there. And those who won't will one day painfully find.
So, as you can see, I have organized the containers by category, simply because it's going to be very useful later on when I'm going to deliver those boxes at Tisa Spaceport. So I'm going to put all of those containers into the ship, and I will put them again class by class. So corundum will be with corundum, tungsten will be with tungsten, and I think that the last one is quartz, which is also going to be with quartz. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you cannot put all of your containers at once when you are delivering them. It seems like there's some kind of error right now. So it's very interesting because you can get all your containers delivered at the same time, which is what I did. But the problem is, as I said, when you are delivering them to their destination, that's when you cannot put them all at once. You have to deliver them mission by mission. And so I figured out that sorting out the containers by type is much easier than just then figure it out. Oh, this is a container of quartz, and this is corundum and tungsten, and then I'm kind of lost and I put the wrong container at the wrong time, and then everything is messed up and I'm wasting a lot of time. So in the end, I think it's super important to be organized in order to be as efficient as possible, because, you know, the payouts of those missions is not so much, right? It's ranging between 3 to 7,000 UEC per delivery. So you're making 3 like those here. You can make, if you're lucky, maybe about 20,000 UEC, but ideally you want to make about 2 of those per hour so that it can make a little bit of sense. So here, once again, I'm putting everything properly into the ship, and once it is done, we will be heading towards the starport down on the planet. Alright, it is now done, everything is loaded. I'm in the ship. We're gonna start the ship very soon and wait for the doors to open. You're gonna have to be really careful with that, because the C1 is of course a very broad ship, and even with the medium hangar, as you could see, it's a tight fit. As you can see here also, I have my shields down. I'm in travel mode. I'm getting out of here as quickly as possible so that the NPCs that are besieging the station, well, maybe they're gonna target me, but they're not going to be fast enough to hit me. That's the point. Their goal is to not follow me eventually down to the planet, which is where I'm going, but to stay around Everest Harbor to keep on besieging the station. So once you are out there at a certain distance, I would say about 30 to 40 kilometers, you are very safe. And you can jump to the planet and then jump to Lorville. This is something that I figured out, right? You cannot jump straight to your location from the low orbit stations. I don't know if this is a bug or a feature of Star Citizen Alpha 3.24, but it has been consistent throughout all of the various updates that we have so far in the PTU. So I would guess that this is probably a change that is going to be occurring with the arrival of Star Citizen Alpha 3.24. Oh, did you see that? It's daytime. That's super rare when we have a near-end live stream or some gameplay video. Usually it's always nighttime, but today we are playing during the day, and that I really appreciate. We're gonna have the horn of celebrations for that right there. Getting down the to Lorville. I have to go through those clouds of pollution. A big shout out also to the CIG Montreal team who did such a wonderful job at revamping Lorville. I think that the rework of Lorville is really phenomenal. They've spreaded the city. It looks more imposing, a bit more daunting as well, more dystopian, right? Which is the vibe that they're supposed to be giving. It's not a nice place to leave, Lorville. It's a nice place to leave, but it's not nice to live there. No pun. I mean, yeah, pun intended. So we're gonna get a little bit closer here. We got Tiza Spaceport on side, getting to combat mode just in case, right? I get to scrape something by accident. It's always better to have the shields. It's a nice layer of protection, and the Eradicator's medium hangar is popping right there, opening in front of our very eyes, and that is where we'll be making our landing. I usually lower the landing gear as close as possible. Yeah, about here. I'm gonna press the button right now. There we go. And with Star Citizen Alpha 3.23, started with the last patch, right? When you have the landing gear lowered, then your ship has some kind of limit speed here that it doesn't go above a certain speed, which make it much safer to maneuver your ship. I wish I could see things a little bit better there. All right, that's much better once we are inside the hangar, and I'm going to position the ship at a proper angle, which is going to be making it easy to deliver the cargo. Here we go. All right.
Landing complete.
All right.
Have a pleasant stay.
We will have a pleasant stay, or at least we'll try. So, time to open all of the doors of this Crusader Industry ships. Lots of doors in Crusader Industry ships. I hope that if we have a starter ship, maybe announced at CitizenCon, I guess we'll see, from Crusader Industries, it's going to be a little simpler than what we have right now with all of those Crusader Industries ships. So, we're going to be starting here with the tungsten. And so all of the tungsten boxes will be put straight onto the freight elevator. Oh no, it's not on the freight elevator. We're gonna have to push it a little bit here. We can even see the container being highlighted. So that means it is above the cargo grid. And once it is highlighted above the cargo grid, we can just drop it and it's going to position itself properly. And then we'll be able to lower the cargo elevator as soon as everything is properly placed, which is not the case right now. That means I'm gonna have to go on the cargo elevator itself a little bit later to make sure that that cargo container is properly put on the cargo grid. Otherwise, it is going to say that there is going to be an error, and I'm gonna have to figure out what it is, and maybe I'll forget or I will not understand, and it's just going to be quite an annoyance. Okay. 2 more. So we'll just put it there. Sometimes it just positions itself properly on its own, and that is quite practical, right? So here goes the first mission. Looks like it is on the cargo grid on top of another container. That is the sound of someone else. I'm just gonna make sure that they are properly put. Look at that. That is a terrible job here. Now that's better. This one's good. Now, this one doesn't want to move. There we go. That's it. I think that we're good here. No, not this one. All right. Normally, everything is properly placed. So this is going to be the verdict here. And are we going to lower that? Are we going to have an error message or not? Let's confirm. I think it should be okay. Here we go. Confirm. What do you mean payment 3 alpha? 3 alpha UEC for the payment? This is better be a bug. Yeah, I'm very confused. Anyway, let's confirm here. And let's see if it works. Everything is being transferred to the warehouse. There should be no error here normally this time. I think it's okay. Yeah, I did not get any message or any confirmation message, but that's because I think that I was not tracking the mission up there. But we're gonna need to transfer here the freight elevator again. Why are my cargo boxes still here? That's weird. They're not supposed to be here. I got a bad feeling about this. Should I have been a bit more patient and wait for the boxes to despawn? Like if those boxes don't despawn... Okay, maybe it's because, yeah, that was that container on the top. I have a question here. If those boxes don't despawn, let's say the mission is over. I completed the mission, I get a payout, and my reputation has gained, but the boxes are still there. Does that mean that these are my boxes now? And can I sell them at the TDD? Now, that would be an interesting bug. Usually, the bugs that we have in Star Citizen, they're not in our favor. But sometimes they are. And then when that happens, then it feels good. I don't know. Everything seems to check out. Well, what else do we have? We have 2 more missions here. There's a lot of boxes here. This one has less. I think we'll be delivering the quartz very soon. I'm still very confused here with that tungsten that should not be here. I mean, it doesn't say that they belong to a mission, right? It doesn't say that they are contracted anymore. Alright, well, I guess I'll be careful and put the containers not on the other containers. Alright, the quartz. Oh no! Just when I say I'm gonna be careful, of course, I bumped myself onto one of those containers. Okay, coming right there. Just don't go. Okay, it is on the pad. I tried to make a little more room here. Putting all those containers. Yeah, they do say contracted. That's so weird. Got a nice little line there. Alright. So, all of the tungsten has been properly put. Now we're gonna put the quartz on the other side. It's not gonna be a lot of containers, so it shouldn't be taking that long. Oh dear. I'm always worried that the containers are eventually going to damage the ship. The ship which has been damaged, by the way. Look at that. There's even a big hole on the door because of the fight that took place a little bit earlier. I want to see if the first mission was completed or not. And see, I only have 2 missions left. Completed, right? Yeah. Alright, the tungsten says they said that the tungsten has been completed here, all delivered. Okay. So it's really weird that those containers are still there. Alright, so I still need to deliver the quartz and whatever it is. I forgot what the last commodity is. So let's deliver the quartz. We'll all put the quartz together on that side of the freight elevator. Right. And some more. And the last one. Okay, it's properly put on the freight elevator. So now let's use the interface once more. And lower the elevator. I don't think there should be any error because it's properly done. Yeah, there we go. And once the transfer is complete, right? Now it's supposed to be in the warehouse. That's so strange. Why is it in the warehouse? That's my warehouse, right? So technically, if it's in my warehouse, I should be able. Yeah, look at that. It has 6 SCU out of 1,000. So I should be able to sell it at a TDD eventually. That's so strange. I'm just making sure that the last mission was completed here. It looks like it is. I only have one last. There we go. One last mission here with those 11 boxes that we're going to be putting here on the freight elevator. Oh yeah, it's called random. I had forgotten it was called random. All right, let's do this and wait until it's all put on the freight elevator. Alright, we're putting now the last one and using the freight elevator once more to deliver the last mission. This is how it is done, guys. This is how you are doing multi-deliveries, making sure that each of the containers are separated by class, by commodity, so that then everything is transferred into the warehouse. And now it is done. Contract complete, rookie rank. All of the 3 delivery missions have been done. Let's check out the reputation a little bit. I'm a junior now. Yes, that means after only 3 missions, I have access to the next kind of missions, and that is really nice. 118 cargo holding missions available. Holy moly, that is definitely a lot. Anyway, guys, next we are going to be doing some trading as well, because that is also something that does change with Source of 3.24, and we are going to be trading some commodities. After the next reaction, guys, I'm going to react to Star Wars Squadrons. What happened to Star Wars Squadrons? There's gonna be a lot to say about this game in particular, so let's check it out right now.
And always try